What's good YouTube? Giants fan 696 back here with a video today, and today's video is going to be a breakdown of the Posterizer badge in NBA 2K25. Posterizer returning badge this year. Basically, it just improves the likelihood of posterizing your opponent. So we're going to be testing this against Gold Paint Patroller, which is basically the badge where you protect the rim at a high level. And the way I'm going to be doing this is actually I'm going to be taking Ja, and we're going to be stick dunking with Jokic under the rim. Now, Jokic is going to have Gold Paint Patroller. New badge, gotta get used to saying it. So he's going to have 77 interior and 93 block. And yeah, we're just going to have him stand under the rim with his hands up, trying to stop me from posterizing him. Again, we're using gold just because I think that's a good baseline of what most centers will have either in the park, pro-am, rec, wherever you'll see them. When you're playing with your player. And we're going to be doing that against Ja with Posterizer on all tiers. So he'll have bronze, silver, gold, Hoff, legend at each attribute threshold. So for bronze, he'll have a 73 driving dunk and 65 vertical. For silver, he'll have 87 driving dunk, 75 vert. Gold, he'll have 93 driving, 80 vert. Hoff, he'll have 96 driving and 85 vert. And legend, he'll have 99 driving and 90 vert. And as always, we will start off with Ja with no posterizer just underneath that bronze threshold at 72 driving dunk and 64 vert. All right, guys, starting it off again. Ja does not have posterizer here, just under that bronze threshold with that 72 driving dunk, 64 vert. Again, all of these will be against Jokic at the Gold Paint Patroller badge tier with those thresholds as well, which, just to reiterate, I believe is 77 interior. Let me just double check. Yep, 77 interior and 93 block. And again, also keep in mind, both of their other badges are removed, so Ja does not have any other finishing badges equipped. Took them all off. Same for Jokic, took all his other defensive badges out. And yeah, we're just gonna test it out. Also, as always, test is done on Hall of Fame. So I don't know if it matters so much here, but I do have my layup timing, my shooting timing on high risk, high reward. We're gonna have him go ahead and stand just in that circle while we go and try to posterize him and see what we get. And right away, we get a very late. That's 0 for 1. I don't really expect to be able to posterize someone without even having posterizer, but we will do our usual 5 and see. Jokic, I figured also is good to test this against because he's 6'11", around the average of what you'll see most centers will be this year. Second attempt here looks like. And it didn't even give me a dunk. So that's definitely 0 for 2. Again, I am doing the stick dunk. So again, my driving dunk is very low though, so it might not even give it to me at this level, but that is 0 for 2 for sure. Again, let him get under that circle. And that's 0 for 3. Again, I've also been practicing the stick dunk, guys, so my timing with it has been pretty good. So I think this is just a matter of not having posterizer at all and going against Gold Paint Patroller. So 0 for 3. Let's see what our last two do here. That's 0 for 4. And I could already tell you, you're definitely going to want to have posterizer on something to posterize someone, which makes sense. But let's see what our last attempt here looks like. And that's 0 for 5. They called a foul on him, but it didn't even activate a dunk, and we missed. So I'm going to go ahead and call that 0 for 5, and we will go ahead and test that bronze now. Alright guys, now we are at that bronze threshold. So Ja has bronze posterizer with 73 driving dunk, 65 vertical. Again, still going up against Jokic with Paint Patroller on gold. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Again, no posterizer. We went 0 for 5. And I believe 2 of the times it wouldn't even let me activate the dunk meter. So definitely going to want to have posterizer or something. Let's see if bronze is a little better. Let him go in that circle under the rim and try to dunk on him. And right there we go 0 for 1. You know, might see in the park, right? So right there we go 0 for 2. Again, I just think Jokic is a good height of an average center you'll see in the park around is 6'11", and I think a decent amount of centers will have that Gold Paint Patroller. So let's go ahead and see. 0 for 2 right now though, so not too high on bronze. 0 for 3, another very late. I don't know if bronze is going to be the way, but we'll test it the next 2 times. 4th attempt here looks like. And again, every time I'm getting either very early or very late, which tells me the green window is either non-existent or extremely small. So right now we're 0 for 4. And again, very late. So 0 for 5. Definitely would not recommend bronze. So let's go ahead and move on to silver and see if we have some more success there. All right, guys. So now Ja has that silver posterizer, which means he has 87 driving dunk and 75 vertical. Let's see if we have a little more success here. Again, 0 for 5 on both at bronze and no posterizer with those thresholds. So hopefully we have a little bit more luck here at silver. And we are able to make it on Jokic there. So that is 1 for 1. So already looking way better than the other two where we got very lates and very earlys every time. So go through our 5 and see how we look. So 1 for 1 right now. Let's let him get underneath and try to posterize him. And we are able to go 2 for 2. So silver is already looking way better than bronze and no posterizer. But we will go ahead and finish out the rest of the 3. And we are able to go 3 for 3, guys. Again, silver is looking absolutely incredible right now. But let's see our last 2 attempts here. And we dunk it again easily on Jokic there. So 4 for 4. Again, Jokic is 6'11" with his hands up underneath with that gold paint patroller. So you would think you'd be able to stop a silver posterizer, but right now it's not looking like it. We are 4 for 4. Let's see what our last one here looks like. And we are able to go 5 for 5. And guys, I am very high on silver. And because of that, I am actually going to kick Jokic up to have... I'm going to give him... Yeah, he has gold paint patroller. So I'm going to go ahead and give him Hall of Fame paint patroller. So he'll now have 84 interior and 97 block. And we're going to test that now against silver to see if we get the same type of result. All right, guys. So again, we are testing now Ja again with it on silver. Because silver looks so good against gold paint patroller, we're now testing it against Hoff paint patroller, where Jokic has 84 interior and 97 block. So let's go ahead and see if we are able to get the type of results we just did. Again, we went 5 for 5 against gold. So let's see how we do against Hoff. And now we are back to the very late. So right there, guys, we go 0 for 1. And right there, we are able to green that one. So we are 1 for 2. Again, we get very late that time. So that time, we are now 1 for 3. So Hall of Fame paint patroller is for sure making a difference on my green window here. Okay, 2 for 4. So I don't know, maybe it's like a 50-50 type of shot against Hoff with the silver posterizer, but let's do one more and see what we could do. And we go 2 for 5. So obviously you can see a big drop off from the gold against gold paint patroller to Hoff paint patroller. So I'm going to kick up Ja now to that gold posterizer against that Hall of Fame paint patroller and see what we can do. So let's let him get under the rim. And we go 1 for 1 right there. 2 for 2, and we even got an Annie where we got to kind of push him. That was kind of cool. And we go 3 for 3 there, no problem. And we easily go 4 for 4, and I could already tell gold feels a lot easier to time against this Hall of Fame paint patroller than silver. But let's go ahead and do our one more. And we go 5 for 5, no problem. So since that went so well, I will now actually kick Jokic up to paint patroller on legend and test gold against that, see if we could get similar type of results. So Jokic will now have 89 interior and 99 block. So let's go ahead and see what that looks like. All right, guys, so now Jokic is at that legend paint patroller, so he has 89 interior, 99 block. Again, we're going up against gold posterizer again now with Ja. Again, just because he went 5 for 5 against Hoff paint patroller. So let's see if we could do the same to legend, or if we're going to struggle a little bit more. And we easily go 1 for 1 right there. And we are able to go 2 for 2. 3 for 3. And guys, again, this feels very easy to time right now with him under there. I mean, he's a 6'11 center with his hands up and legend paint patroller. So can't really get much better at rim protecting than that. And yeah, so, and we're 3 for 3. So, all right. 4 for 4. And guys, let's see if we can finish off 5 for 5. But hey, this feels very easy to time for me right now. Again, Hall of Fame. Both Jokic and Ja have all their other badges removed, so purely seeing legend paint patroller versus this gold posterizer. And we easily go 5 for 5. And guys, I am going to cut the test right there. Again, we can't possibly put Jokic to a higher tier of paint patroller, so because that was legend. But overall, I was really happy with silver posterizer and gold posterizer. No posterizer and bronze were both really bad. I'd say I wouldn't do either of those. Silver was very good against gold paint patroller. Again, we went 5 for 5 against it. But when we went to Hall of Fame, we went 2 for 5. And against legend, I would think it would even be worse than that. So silver is solid. If you're not looking to invest entirely on posterizer, say you only want to do it every so often, I would say it's a good option. You get 87 driving dunk and 75 vert. So it's not incredibly high, but if you really want to be able to do it whenever anyone is under the rim, no matter what, definitely go gold posterizer. I was able to, you know, I didn't miss at all with gold against legend, Hoff, or anything. So, and that's a 93 driving dunk and 80 vert. So a little bit more of a commitment, but I think it's worth it because you'll be able to dunk on anyone when they're under the rim with their hands up, even with legend paint patroller every time pretty much. So yeah, definitely wouldn't go Hoff or legend. I think it would be overkill at that point, just based on what I saw with gold, how easy I was able to do it against Hall of Fame and legend paint patroller. So that's my take on things. Go gold. Yeah, so appreciate you guys tuning into this video. Let me know down below which badge I should break down next. Check me out on Twitch. I've been streaming a lot of my team content on there recently, and I'm out.